What's going on, everyone? Alex here, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we are talking about an 8-year-old camera versus the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. And can you guess what that 8-year-old camera is? Judging by the title of this video, I'm sure you've already guessed it. It is the Canon C100 Mark II. How well does it stack up against the Pocket 4K? That is what we're going to find out in today's video. So I just recently picked up the C100 Mark II through work, and I know a bunch of you are probably wondering why. Why would you do that? There are so many other options, including the Pocket 4K. There are a couple reasons why.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Reason one, file sizes. File sizes off the C100 Mark II are just tiny. They're just little bitty guys. And the Pocket 4K, as you all know, if you shoot B-roll, it will eat up some memory. And where I'm working now, I feel like I need to save as much space on hard drives as possible. So that's ultimately why I chose the C100 Mark II. Reason number two is it has built-in NDs, and I've stated it before on this channel. If you've never had a cinema camera with built-in NDs, you're missing out. You are missing out because it is definitely a time saver. Definitely a time saver. Reason number three, built-in XLR ports. So again, it's just the preamps in the C100 Mark II are really, really good. I had to get really creative with the budget I was given to get the gear I needed to do a great job. And I put most of the money in lights, and I sound like a broken record player at this point, but if you have enough lights, and if you know how to light, I believe you can make any camera look amazing.
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times.
I just decided to put it to the test, you know? Decided to go out in my garage, I just set up one light, but you know, kind of get a little creative with just one light, see what I could do with it with the C100 Mark II versus the Pocket 4K. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a video, and here's the kicker. There are clips that are in there that are the Pocket 4K, and clips that are in there that are the C100 Mark II. So if you can guess which is which, then kudos to you. I won't be able to give you anything. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. But I will give you a thumbs up, I'll give you a like, and I'll comment and say, good job. But yeah, I'll play the video. Now be honest, could you tell which was which? If you could, that's fantastic. You have amazing peepers, because I was pleasantly surprised that the C100 Mark II held up relatively well with the Pocket 4K. All the settings were the same lenses, Sigma 18-35 with the black Pro Mist 1/4 on there, same aperture, same everything, okay? And I think it held up relatively well. I mean, I think you could match these cameras pretty well in a lit scenario. Now, if you take this camera outside and try and do a dynamic range test like this, it's just not gonna hold up. The Pocket 4K will always beat the C100 Mark II just because the dynamic range in the Pocket 4K is 13 stops, and the C100 Mark II, they advertise 12, but I think it's closer on like the 10.5 side, okay? But overall, I still think the C100 Mark II is a fantastic camera in 2022 because you get all those features, you know, the built-in XLRs, built-in NDs. It's just a robust camera, and the file sizes are incredibly small and manageable. If you're in the market for a Canon cinema camera, I would recommend the C100 Mark II. Get it used if you can. If not, if you want to get it brand new, I understand. You want your grubby little fingers to be the first to touch it. Totally get that. You're just going to be spending just a little bit more money. It did drop in price recently, But if you're looking at the C100 Mark II or the C200, that's where you kind of have to weigh your options. The C200 is a good camera. I have a video on it. I'll link it right up here. It wasn't personally for me. I still think the C100 Mark II holds up relatively well versus the C200. You just got your pros and cons with each camera. But if you do pick up a C100 Mark II, I highly recommend picking up the Owlbot color profile. I'll link it down in the description. I'm not affiliated with him. This isn't a sponsored video, but I did pick one up for the C100 Mark II. It really has changed the color profile of this camera to be amazing, in my opinion. Well guys, that does it for me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you aren't already. Tap that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, shoot to create.